Hello Aquarius, this is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your reading for the week of September 4th through the 10th. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's see what Spirit and the universe has for you. Now this is for all Aquarians. If you have Aquarian anywhere in your sign, sun, moon, rising, I don't care where it is, this is for you. So let's take a peek. Let's see what we have here this week. The bottom of the deck, which is your overall energy, is an energy of trusting people. Trust. This is a week of finding trust, giving trust, and appreciating the fact that you can trust somebody. Now let's look at your energies and see what's happening with you specifically. We have an inverted Two of Pentacles. We have an inverted Two of Wands. We have an inverted Seven of Cups. And the fourth card is an inverted Ten of Pentacles. Let's see what is going on with this. Now, when I first started the reading, of course, I told you about the trust factor, which is interesting, and people this week. So again, knowing that you can trust people. There is something happening with your resources this week. And you... I'm just getting the feeling here that there is, again, there's something with money, and Spirit's kind of ringing a bell for me, and the money is, it's like you're going to be offered. Oh, geez, I don't know. It's like you could have done in the past. There was two opportunities. You chose one. There was another route you could have gone, and this one hasn't gone so well. This one does not go so well. And as you look back, you realize in the planning process that that it didn't quite, I don't know, it didn't quite fulfill everything you thought it would. Now, there was reason to believe that that was right, but there is a time at which you say, okay, if it didn't work out, if it hasn't worked out, if it doesn't seem to be working out, then I need to cut my losses. And this is that time to do that. You know, it's interesting because you're focused on it. It's not as though you're all over the place. It's not as though this card in this direction would say that you're not focused. This is saying the opposite. So again, you know of what could be done with money. You know what the resources are. You know what the investment was, and you believed it, and it truly did make sense. However, it just didn't pay off. And see, again, it didn't pay off. So this is a time where you need to trust that you, again, did the right thing, that you trust the people around you. They didn't intentionally do this, but it's also time to cut your losses. It's time to divest yourself if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're taking a loss, where your money is just slowly going out the door, where the value of your investment is headed out the door, whatever it is. There is a point where you have to say, I don't want to risk any more money. I don't want to see any more money flow out the door. So I need to cut my loss. And that's exactly what I'm feeling this week. Now, it's interesting here. There's a page here, upside down page of thing. So this is telling you that you don't need somebody coming in to tell you what you already know. You don't need somebody to come in and wave a red flag and say, look at the books, they're not doing well. You know this already. Again, don't wait for somebody to come in and tell you. This is the warning. It's like, don't wait. Get out now, because the loss could be more. So again, while you're doing that, once you do get out, once you do get yourself into a safer investment, or just liquidate and then have the money sitting on the side, don't be surprised if you're very happy about that. This is the happiness card. So you brings relief. And the relief, I think, is because if you stay in, and if you made that choice to stay in, then you wind up in a situation where you're going to see even greater losses. Now, I am not an investment advisor. I do not tell people about stock market investing, none of that stuff. So don't take this as investment advice. I'm not giving it. I'm not doing investment advice. I'm not telling you how to buy, sell, trade, none of that. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me in reference to an investment you made. What you do with it, you're welcome to do with it. You have free will. But don't make decisions based on what I'm telling you. All I'm telling you is what the energy I'm feeling, okay? Just making that clear, okay? Again, I think that some of the things that are happening aren't quite within the rules or the plans that you had made. It doesn't quite fit. And again, so it's time to cut your losses on that. And you're going to be happy you did. You're going to be so happy you did, because this is that swords. And when you see that Five of Swords, it's like, okay, dropping it, it's going to be good. So again, whatever you invested in, however you put that money, Again, you trusted somebody, and I believe the information was good at the time. I believe you made the right decision based on the information you had, but I don't think you had it all. And so you invested it, you worked it, you're finding it's not working. You can ride the pony and just continue to let it do what it's going to do. But the warning was very clear that if you continue to do that, you will see more and more loss. So again, consider what the situation is and see if you have to make choices. And if you get out of the investment, again, you cut your loss and you move on. This is the end of that frustration. Now, it won't be a celebration because, again, you're going to be seeing a little bit of a loss in that situation, but at least you're going to be, again, in a position where you can continue moving forward and even maybe correct and overcorrect if you have to. I love this because, again, it's going to get you back into alignment. Again, taking the loss, taking the hit will get you back into alignment, and you're going to rest well from that point forward. Again, resting is coming in because you've moved on. And don't worry, don't let anybody advise you opposite. Don't let anybody sway you and say, oh, no, this is only a momentary thing or whatever. Again, this investment has lost you money. You know the answers. You don't need to hear what they say. You know your answers. So do what you need to do. Sorry about the not so great news. I wish I could give you more, especially considering we're just coming out of a holiday and we're heading right into the fall season pretty much. Anyway, with that said, though, this is a message you needed to hear. Don't be afraid to make the move that you need to make. Don't be afraid to divest if you have to divest. Don't be afraid to ask questions about your investments. And again, if you're losing, cut your losses. Don't continue to drain your resources. And you won't look back and wish you hadn't. I promise you will look back and be glad you did. That's the energy I'm getting. Hope to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you. Love, light, and energy from me to you. And have an amazing week. Again, put these thoughts to use. See how they fit in your world. And if they do, then do as I had kind of mentioned. But again, I do not give advice on investing. So if this is an investment situation, or if you're putting your money for whatever, you ask the people who you trust the most, ask your investment advisors. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me. That's all that I can offer to you. So this is what the cards say to me. You do what you can. You have free will. Okay, with that said, again, love, light, and blessings from me. It's Sonoran Mystic Tarot to you. Talk to you next week for another weekly reading. Bye-bye.